Hey, OChem stars, this is Mrs. Vanderlei. Hopefully this is the last time you have to go over homework and take notes with me this way, okay? So anyway, I had you do practice pages 1 and 2 for homework last night. So hopefully it made some sense. If you are still really kind of confused as to what's going on, watch Leah again. Okay, you might as well do that. I think she's really good. Watch my video from yesterday. Hopefully it helped. Okay, and then I should be back on Monday, and we will have time to talk and answer any other questions here. So you're supposed to name the following. So kind of let's review real quickly the rules. You need to find the longest chain, and that's super duper important. All right, and that's going to be like the last word you write down is the longest continuous chain. So I'm like, say, looking at number 6. The obvious straight chain isn't the one going left to right. It's not 5 in a row. So it kind of zigzags around, if you will. Number 5, the longest chain is not 4. It's actually, 5? So you have to be really, really careful at finding the longest chain. And then you need to identify your branches. And remember what my little hint was yesterday was put an M or an E or something like that by that chain, and then number it from the lowest set of numbers. Okay, so like in number 1, number 2, number 3, it's pretty obvious what the lowest set of numbers are, and hopefully you didn't have any problems with that. And then, I think the rest of it was fairly obvious, I hope, if you got that far down. So let's just see how you do. So number 1, I'm going to number it from right to left. So the branch is on the second carbon. Hopefully you see that. So the correct answer is 2-methylbutane. If you wrote 3-methylbutane, then you numbered it from left to right, and the 2 is a lower number than the 3. So that's why you have to number it the other way. So again, the answer number 1 is 2-methylbutane. For number 2, I'm going across there. My longest chain is 6. So I'm going to number them from left to right because the branch would be on carbon number 3 if you did that way. So that becomes 3-methylhexane. Number 3, you have 2 branches. So I would put a little M by each one. They only have 1 carbon. And it makes no difference how you number it. You're going to get the same set of 2 and 3 where your branches are. So you have 2 methyls, so you'd have a dimethyl. So when you put it all together, you have a 2,3-dimethylbutane. And number 4, I don't care how you do it, 3 is your longest chain. So you end up with 2 branches. They both have methyls. So it looks like it's 2,2-dimethylpropane. Now look at number 5. Let me scroll this down a little bit. There we go. If you look, hopefully, can you see my mouse? I sure hope you can. I'm going on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you see how I got 5? And if I started on the right and then went down, I get my lowest set of numbers. So this is a methyl group. This is a methyl group. So it's on carbon 2 and 3. And again, if I were there with you, I'd be numbering it and everything. So just, follow along and do the best job you can, all right? So I'm getting a 2,3-dimethylpentane. And it doesn't look like it, but when you follow the rules, that's what you get. Now, hopefully you can see my pen again, or my marker again, my mouse. So this 5 is not my longest chain. Watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go up, 6, 7. That's my longest chain. All right, so then we have to be really careful in how we number it. I kind of went the other way around. So if you were to do it correctly, you'd number it. Watch where my mouse is. 1, 2, 3. That's really important. 4, 5, 6, 7. Because where are my branches? They're on 3, 3, and 5. If you went from top to this way, it'd be 3, 5, 5. So you need to have 3, 3, 5 trimethyl heptane, I believe. And look at number 7, if you will. Your longest chain is not this 6. Your longest chain is actually this right here, this 7. So you have another heptane. And you can number it however you want because the branch is no matter what on 4. Now, what's different about this branch right here? This branch right here has 2 carbons. So it's an ethyl group. So you have 4-ethylheptane. over here, I think you could probably see this is your longest chain. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long. And you have them on 2 and 2 and 4 and 4. So you have 2, 2, 4, 4 tetramethyl hexane. So again, if you have a prefix in front of it, that's how many numbers you need in front of it. What about this next one? Looks kind of weird, but this can be your longest chain right here. All right, and so if you number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think no matter how you do it, you have it on 3 and 4. But this is an ethyl group, and this is an ethyl group. So I have 2, 3 diethyl hexane. Now this last one is kind of crazy, isn't it? I think you need to make this as your longest chain. Do you see where my mouse is at number 10? But I'm actually going to start from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now be very, very careful and listen closely. So I have a branch, follow my mouse, here, 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 and here. So I'm going to put an M here. You should put an M there. I can't. An M here, an M here, and an E here. All right. So what comes first? Even though the ethyl group is not the first numerically, it is the first alphabetically. So if you numbered it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it would be 5 ethyl, 2, 2, 5 trimethyl. I believe it was nonane, I believe. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, nonane. So I'll say it again. 5 ethyl, because ethyl comes first alphabetically. 2, 2, 5 trimethyl nonane. Okay, let me turn the page. Okay, so we need to name these. They're kind of fun. That would be, well, my longest chain is 3, so 2-methyl propane. And number 2, my longest chain is 5, so it would be 3-methyl pentane. And number 3, my longest chain looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, was it 5? Yep, it's 5 again, but I have 2 branches off of it. So it looks like 3,3-dimethyl pentane. This kind of looks kind of funky. Let's see how this goes. I think if you just do the zigzag, you get them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's my hexane. Now we got to count real quick, because if I went the direction I went, I have 1, 2, 3. So I have 2 branches on 3. So I have a 3, 3, 4, 4. Looks like a tetramethyl. If I go the other way, 1, 2, 3. So I have 2 branches on 3, these 2. And down here I have 2 branches on 3. So it makes no difference how you number it. So look at the zigzag. Look, there's your zigzag. And it makes no difference which way you go. So it looks like it's 3, 3, 4, 4 tetramethyl hexane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, hexane. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is a fun one. I do believe, once again, if you do the zigzag, you get the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe that's your longest chain you're going to get. So let's count this way. I have 1, 2, 3. So on 3, I start my branches. I have an ethyl group here and an ethyl group here. Here I have an ethyl group and a methyl group on 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is my my shortest or lowest set of numbers, I should say. So my ethyls come first. So it looks like I have 3 ethyl groups. So it's 3, 3, 4 triethyl, 4 methyl. I've already forgotten. Is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So I'll say it again. So it is 3, 3, 4 triethyl, 4 methyl heptane. Now this last one looks like a real fun one. Watch what we do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that my longest chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That works. Hey, I'm going to try another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 8 pretty much however I go. So how do I know which 8 to use? There was a little used rule that we talked about yesterday, where if you have the same number of carbons, use the one with the most number of branches. All right. So if you went the regular zigzag, this would have been like a sec-butyl. All right. If you go this route, you don't have a sec-butyl. Okay. So let's see here. If I go, I don't know how you want to do this. I'll go this way. Ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go up 6, 7, 8. I think that will be the one with our most branches. So I would start lettering, what do you see? And number it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this here is a 2 carbon. So put an E there. This is a 1, 2, 3 carbon. You remember what our 3 is? That's our prop, isn't it? Over here, we have 1, 2, 3. There's another prop. This is a meth, and that's a meth. Okay, so what comes first alphabetically? That's your E. All right, so we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 ethyl. What comes next alphabetically? That's your methyl. So I would say 5, 6 dimethyl. And then I would say 4, 5 dipropyl octane. I hope I got that right. Okay. And that was all we had to do. Yay. So again, like I told you yesterday, if you have questions, write them down right now. Like, how did you get blah, 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 blah. And I will answer them as soon as I can. All right. So hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.